Hello, Pisces, and welcome to Eye of the Centaur for Pisces. Pisces rising, Pisces moon, Pisces Chiron. Anything with a strong Pisces signature, that's probably you or somebody you care about. And I'm here to tell you about the astrology of the spring of 2024 and into the summer of 2024 and what that is about from your point of view. This is absolutely extraordinary, once in a lifetime astrology. These things happen from time to time, but the confluence of events concentrated within just a couple of months is something like I've never quite seen before. And it is this, it comes with this sense of focus and acceleration and a rearranging of the story that we seem to have been living over and over again for the past few years. And I think we are finally entering into new territory. And I want to tell you a little bit about what that looks like and how to get there. This reading, of course, a step beyond, somewhere in between the 2024 annuals, which I was recording a little bit over a month ago in a different town, a couple of miles south of here. I'm in the Planet Waves office today and working on Monday, the 26th of February 2024. Okay, so first of all, the main event is this concentration of planets. This is the chart for the 8th of April 2024, and there is a whole lot going on here. You'll notice there's quite a bit going on in Pisces. I'm going to talk about this conjunction that I haven't mentioned very much before. Then all of this going on in Aries, including a total eclipse of the sun, conjunct Chiron to the arc minute. And then this conjunction going on in Aries, also Mercury retrograde conjunct Eris, all at the same time. Followed 12 days later by Jupiter conjunct Uranus, which you can't really see here, though I will go off the page and draw it in, since it's my book and I can do that. There. That's what that really looks like. There you go. Come on, how is this done? All right, good. So it starts in one sign, which is in Pisces, well, Aquarius with Pluto, and then it ripples into Pisces, then it ripples into Aries, and then into Taurus, then into Gemini, and then back into Pisces in July. In rapid succession, it does not stop, and the events come so close together, it's going to be difficult to distinguish which one is actually the one that's getting the results. The reality is they're all working together, and we have needed movement and progress and some shift in the condition of society for a long time. I mean, before 2020, I mean, we know that there was a massive effort to destroy something about the world. But the feeling that I had coming into 2020 was that things are out of control and in complete chaos, which reached a new high in 2015 as Trump announced his candidacy in the campaign of 2016, and then Trump taking over in 2017, and just this crazy making bullshit accelerating essentially straight through 2016, clear through the 2020 crisis into the 2021 crisis. And like, where the fuck are we? So that's a good question. And the place where we are, I think, is that we have been overwhelmed with tribal consciousness for a long time. This is the century that we have just lived through, basically starting in 1922 with the advent of commercial radio, unraveling the individuation of the alphabet, which took many centuries to establish itself, and people started becoming individually, inwardly conscious, and then radio takes over, and we're basically reshuffled into this tribal state of being. And for those who have maintained some sense of their own inner being, their own individuality, this is more than a slogan. It's more than a campaign promise. It is a thing that we need to maintain our peace of mind, our interior orientation, and basically our sanity. And I'm here to tell you that that process of detribalizing and re-individuating is available. And one of the first places that it's available for you is, if we've seen this, right? Seen this massive thing that's like pretty wild. We'll feel even more fun. Is here's the chart localized for Pisces. I'm writing on the back of the Winter 91-92 NCGR journal that I didn't know that I had, which is focusing on the topic of Uranian and cosmobiology. That's subjects that are dear to my heart. Okay, so here is the other side with the current Pisces chart put on there. This zone up here is Capricorn. And if you're wondering where all your friends went and where the society that you once recognized went, it went there because Pluto came blazing through there for 15 years. And then there was the Saturn-Pluto conjunction of early 2020, which for everyone was a kind of a demolition derby of society, but particularly for Chiron, particularly for Pisces, it struck deep because Capricorn is your social house, the 11th. And so there's pretty much nothing left of old Capricorn. The king and the queen can try to go back to the green, but they can never go back there again. You just can't go back on certain social realities that unravel themselves. But where you can go is into new frontiers. And though it may seem lonely, though it may seem a little bit antisocial at first, the most important, well, everything right now initially is going in an interior direction. But that reverses soon enough, particularly as you pick up on the basics of what it means to shift your direction of travel internal. And this is described initially by Pluto in Aquarius. That's your 12th place. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the 12th place, meaning a kind of a hidden, veiled interior zone in the chart, related to the astral plane because of its association with dreams, related to the world of, you might say, hidden karma, because the ancestors tend to linger around there, but also a very important inner private sanctuary. And you have Aquarius in this house. And Aquarius is the sign of groups. And your orientation on groups is being mediated and modulated by a totally internal process, as if you contain the groups that you're part of, or that your inner configuration, your inner pattern of what groups that might be are they're a template that you have in yourself that you then can live out externally. Now, hey, I'd love to see that happen. I mean, that would make me very happy, because right now, I think for a lot of people, the world is dismally lonely. And given the fact that you have Pluto going through your 12th solar house, and if you're Pisces rising, your 12th house, you may be keenly aware of that. And it's not just you getting older. It's not just it's not just COVID, which was digital. It's a lot of different factors operating. The main one is digital itself, not the various products and results of digital, but the fact that people's consciousness is changing, and it's changing in ways that alienate them from themselves. And your consciousness is changing in a way that brings you closer to yourself. And we're going to see that closer to yourself function in every one of these stories told in these different houses. It's essentially the same thing all over again. And so all I can say vis-a-vis Pluto is in Aquarius is pay attention to your own ideas about what you want to do with your life socially. Something historical is gone, something past is gone, but there are other possible.